I've always believed that the Passover Seder was created by Reform rabbis. I know the math doesn't work, since the Passover Seder took shape around 2,000 years ago, while the Reform movement was founded around 200 years ago. But the spirit of the ancient rabbis was all about creativity and adapting the biblical frameworks to the moment in history they were facing, often filled with danger and uncertainty. In these especially difficult days we now face, that spirit may feel familiar. So what do you say? Let's channel their courage and creativity. Have you done your Pesach shopping? Many of us have our go-to brands of matzah, and we'll dig out the wine-stained Haggadot we've been using for years. There's something comforting about what we know. But what if alongside those familiar traditions, we also made room for something new and unexpected? Rather than simply going through the motions, we might lean into the surge of Jewish pride we're seeing all around us, even amid the current epidemic of anti-Jewish and anti-Israel hatred. The Passover section of your grocery store can feel predictable with its drab jars of gefilte fish, familiar boxes of matzah alongside a few cans of macaroons. But occasionally, something appears that sparks the imagination. When I saw the Pesach shelves at a local Brooklyn market, unbelievable, look at that. I nearly fell over. The boxes were colorful, engaging, playful, and the ideas behind them felt just as creative as the packaging. Is the matzah itself especially flavorful? Probably not more than matzah is meant to be, but it's filled with meaning, especially the shmura matzah made by Ukrainian refugees in Romania. The humble bread of affliction reminds us that our ancestors were once poor desert wanderers. It asks us not to forget the many places beyond Egypt from which Jews have fled, and the many times our people were treated harshly. Why? So we expand our sense of empathy for today's migrants and refugees who are suffering mightily here in North America, where they are repeatedly demonized by too many political leaders. Let's tell our own immigrant stories this year. Let's wake up our Passover Seders, making them profound, playful, and probing. From the food we place on the table, to the rituals we reimagine, to the questions and conversations that cry out for us to debate. On our Chag HaCherut, our holiday of freedom, can't we also reflect on the freedoms that we cherish and the ones that are most at risk today? Especially in difficult times for our community and for the wider world. The Seder reminds us that our story has never ended with oppression. It continues with courage, creativity, and hope. And may the people gathered around our Seder tables, the annoying, the timid, the inspiring, and the curious, be welcomed into the space we create for them to share, to question, and to experience the holiday's timeless wisdom. Chag Sameach. May it be a great holiday for you and our people.